Welcome back. Today is Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. It is 6:30 and the market's open. We're going to wait our first 5 minutes, get our level set. We have a little bit of news at 6:45, but the big one is at 7 o'clock. We have another red label event. On Friday, we had a really big dump. Most of the market fell from all-time highs, and then yesterday we actually recovered pretty close to up to where we were at on Friday, and now we're actually above we're on Friday, so this is actually a previous day high of yesterday. So, well, we were above, but now we're a little bit below. So let's wait our first 5 minutes and wait to see what kind of setup we get. All right, we are at 6:35, well 6:36 now. We have our 5-minute high, 5-minute low with our pre-market low, pre-market highs here, and then we have a liquidity zone that looks like we had some trouble getting above pre-market. We're also below our 200 EMA. We are going to be waiting until some of the news hits to see which way the market wants to go. So we're showing our first break above our 5-minute high along with our previous day high, getting some strong price action. We'll see if the candlestick can close above either of these two levels. I'm going to consider this as one level, especially because of the strength that the previous day had. Now, that was a close below. We still are waiting for 6:45 news, and then the big one at 7 o'clock. We broke above our 5-minute high and our previous day high again. Getting some strong price action to the upside. We'll see a candlestick close above this. Alright, sellers are still in control. They don't want to see the buyers reclaim this level here, so we are still waiting. We've got about a minute left until the first set of news at 6:45 comes out. I'm not expecting much of a shift in the market due to it, but we do see the buyers and sellers consolidating here in this zone. We have all of our EMAs pointing up. We are creating an upward trend line here. We don't have much of a downward trend line on 15. And we don't have much of anything here of a downward trend line, so it's pretty solid just across the board. So there was our news at 6:45. Pretty uneventful. Now I want to see a proper retest into this level here, and then we can hop into a run. During pre-market, the buyers weren't really able to reclaim this liquidity zone. They broke above it just a little bit, but rejected. I want to see how we'll fare in this. So there's our break above our liquidity zone. This is from about 2 weeks ago. And it looks like we are starting to reject it. We'll see how this candlestick closes. Alright, we are getting just the perfect retest right into the 5-minute high and pre-market high, previous day high. There's about 10 more minutes until news. We have a really strong close with price action pushing to the upside. I might have enough time to hop into a long. We haven't retested it into our level yet. I want to see us break through this and then have a close above. It's about 7 more minutes until our 7 o'clock news. I'm being a little bit weary. We barely retested into this level here. It didn't actually break our 5-minute high or previous day high just yet. I'd like to see this come back down more. Buyers are retesting into the previous weekly liquidity level again. Looks like we're getting another rejection. We also have about 5 more minutes until news. We'll see if they could break above this and hold the level. We've had a lot of ranging during pre-market. Just a lot of consolidation, it seems, and it kind of seems like we're doing the same thing as well during the market open. Here comes another retest down. Let's get the proper retest breaking into these levels with the close above it. All right, we got about 40 more seconds until 7 o'clock news. And then hopefully we'll be able to take a trade. And there's 7 o'clock news. We completely gapped down. Looks like total miss on the red label event. ISM services PMI. Let's see if we could get a candlestick close above all of our levels here and then take it for a long. Market really doesn't know how to react. We do have to cover this gap though. So I do think this candle will come up and at least clear this gap, close it. And then we'll probably head for breaking this liquidity zone and our pre-market highs. The buyers are struggling to reclaim the previous day high along with our 5-minute high. We are breaking above them, but it doesn't seem just like the buyers are ready yet to take control. We do have the strong push to the upside though. And again, we still have to cover this gap, at least to this point right here. We're getting a lot of selling pressure right now, pushing to the downside. We're approaching our pre-market lows with our 5-minute lows. Sellers have made it very clear that they're not going to allow the buyers to get above this level. We'll see how much more control we can get if they'll be able to break into our pre-market low and 5-minute low. As of right now, we've just been ranging. And if we don't get a break anytime soon, in the next like 15 to 20 minutes, I'm probably going to call it a day. Starting to see a break into our pre-market low. Let's see a break into our 5-minute low as well with a retest into it. There's the break into our pre-market and 5-minute low that I was looking for. We're getting a little bit of a retest once the candlestick closes. If it closes below this, I'm going to hop into a short.
Order submitted.
Got my stop loss at Candlestick that first broke into our pre-market lows. It's also my 30 points that my stop loss I give myself. Strong rejection on our pre-market lows. So pretty much the pre-market and 5-minute are acting as one level. Probably got into this a little early, reacting off of the 5-minute low instead of reacting on the pre-market low. So if I would have entered here, we would have had this strong rejection. It'd probably be entered around here. It'd have a little bit more room.
Order canceled.
All right, we just hit our first price target. And it looks like we're on our way to hitting the second, and I'll call it a day. Move my stop loss up to a little bit above our break even. I adjusted my stop loss just below this resistance level here. I want to make sure I have just enough room in case this comes up a tad bit more. Ideally, I like to see it reject right here, and then we'll come down for another leg to our second price target, but looks like I'm about to be stopped out.
Order canceled.
Awesome. We just hit our second price target. It is 7:36, and we're going to be done for the day. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow.